Showdown of perhaps the two best teams in Section 1, John Jay Cross River hosting Pleasantville on Saturday night. Fast start for the Panthers. Jack Howe going to knife through the defense here. He goes low. Panthers are on the board first, 1-0, and then later it's James Danielle coming up from behind the cage, unassisted goal, 2-0 Pleasantville, making a statement 2 minutes in. But John Jay would respond. Bryce Ford creating on his own as well, racing goal line extended. He scores. John Jay on the board. Then it's Thor Adamak, so good defensively, creating here on offense, driving to the cage, shoots, he gets rocked, he scores. We're tied at 2. A minute later, Bryce Ford in tight space, gets the shot off. Somehow, John Jay takes a 3-2 advantage. But back would come Pleasantville. This is still the first quarter. Brian Rita coming from behind the cage, gets the defender on his back, gets the shot off, high and in, ties it back up at 3 apiece. Pleasantville would go back ahead here. Free run for the Panthers. They find Howe in front of the crease. He won't miss from there. Pleasantville takes a 4-3 advantage late in the first quarter, but Jay would sneak one in, and it would come from Dean Ford. Going away from the goal, gets the shot off, ties it up at 4. That was all in just 12 minutes of play. Second quarter, Jack Gorman, gorgeous around the defender, underhand shot. Jay takes a 5-4 advantage. Then it's Sean Nolan. He gets positioned in front of the goal, splits 2 defenders from the crease. He scores. John Jay takes a 2-goal lead. But Pleasantville, as they've done, goes on a run. Declan McDermott kept off the board, but not for long. Rockets the shot. Panthers back within 1 goal. Pleasantville here, some incredible end-to-end passing. Starts with the goaltender, goes to midfield, and then they get it to Brian Rita. He manages to find McDermott, back to Rita for the goal, ties the game up at 6 apiece. It would be that score at halftime. Third quarter, Pleasantville goes back ahead. Look at the foot speed of Jack Howe. The midfielder gets to clear on his own, takes it to the cage, 12 yards out, fires and scores. Pleasantville leads 7-6. A minute later, Coleman finds McDermott, laser into the net. McDermott's second goal of the day. Pleasantville takes a 2-goal lead. But then momentum shifted on this play. Good ride here by Jay. Pleasantville can't clear. The turnover goes directly to Charlie Horan, and he scores. And that will be the big start for the Indians offense. John Jay scored 7 of the next 8 goals. Bryce Ford got back into the action here and ties it up. Max Kazicki also would score here for John Jay. They take the lead again. And then soon after that, Tommy Beebe extending it to a 10-8 advantage. That would be the score heading into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth, it was all Jay. John Jay scored the first 3 goals of the period. Bryce Ford finished with 4 goals and an assist. Jack Gorman recorded a hat trick. Max Kazicki scored twice. 8 different players on John Jay found the net as they rolled to a 13-10 victory over previously undefeated Pleasantville, the Class D favorites in Section 1.